Hey folks, how's it going? It's Matt here again with another pickup video. Now for this one, I got stuff from several sources. I got some garage sale stuff, some stuff from a local trade-in at my retro game store, or my local retro game store, as well as I picked up some stuff from an online classified ad. So yeah, 3 different sources, so I'll just kind of go through the order of how I found things. So first is the garage sales. Now with garage sailing, I used to go quite a bit. Pretty much every Saturday I'd go and I'd actually make like a list and a mini map and kind of plan a route, and I was actually pretty hardcore into garage sailing. But anyway, I used to be able to hit like 20 to 30 every Saturday, so I used to find a lot garage sailing. But ever since my son's been born, we just haven't really had the chance to go garage sailing as much. But sometimes I go out Friday. I used to always just go out Saturday morning, nice and early, but now I try and go out Friday, maybe after work I'll hit a few. The odd one Saturday, but not really nearly as many. Like I used to hit about 20 to 30. Now I'm lucky to hit 5 a week, maybe. But still, it's not bad, and I still found some good deals, so yeah, I'll jump right in and show you the garage sale stuff. There's stuff from 3 different garage sales. The first one, she had some PlayStation 1 stuff, and she didn't price it as a bundle. She kind of priced everything separately, but I'll just go through the prices. The prices were really good. I was really happy to find this stuff. First up is an official Sony PlayStation memory card for the PlayStation 1, and it's a clear blue, so that's kind of cool. And it was only $1, so I figured for an official brand one, why not? So $1 for that. Next up is the actual system. So it came with the necessary cords. It came with a PlayStation 1 DualShock controller, so that was good, nice to see. And it came with the system itself. So yeah. So for this part, for the system, the controller, and all the cables, she wanted $3. So even though I already have one of these complete in the box, I still figured why not. At the very least I could end up trading it for something. But in the end I am keeping it, and I'll show you why in a couple minutes in this video. Or later on in this video I'll show you why I'm keeping a second one. But yeah. So the system, controller, and all the cords for $3. So, and it works great. It was pretty dirty, but I cleaned it up and it looks pretty good now. So, she didn't have a lot of games, which I was kind of sad about, but she did have one game, and I already have it, but again, it was just too good of a deal to pass up, and that is Final Fantasy IX. So, it's in good shape, and like I said, I already have this game, but it's black label, and the kicker is that she wanted 50 cents for it. And it's fully complete. It's got the manuals. The discs are in really good shape too, so that's a bonus. And yeah, so it's got all 4 discs, the manual. It's complete, it's in pretty good shape, and it was 50 cents. So I wasn't going to pass that up. So I got the system, the memory card, the controller, the Final Fantasy IX. It was $4.50, so really happy with that one. So that's what I got at the first garage sale. Now the second one, they had some Game Boy Advance stuff, I guess you could say. And first up is the Game Boy Advance SP itself. Now it is light blue, and it is the AGS 101 version, so it's kind of the one most people prefer. So it's nice, it's really well backlit, and it's in good shape. So I already have one of these, but again, if you find them for a good deal, why not? Especially with my retro game store in town now. I never sell things, but if I can pick stuff up for a good deal, usually I can trade it to him, and he gives really good trade value. So even if it's something I got, if it's a good deal, I pick it up just so that I can take it to him and possibly get stuff that I do need from him. So yeah, I'm not much into selling, but I am always happy to trade in at the retro game store. So yeah. Anyway, Game Boy Advance SP. Now this was part of a bundle. Came with the system, which works wonderfully. And 2 games. First one is Yoshi Topsy Turvy for the Game Boy Advance. I didn't have this one, and I'm really happy to have it now. And it's kind of cool for you guys that haven't played. Up here it has kind of a sensor built in. So when you tilt the Game Boy Advance, depending how you tilt it, it tilts his actions on the screen. So if you tilt it, it tilts his world so he can kind of run up walls. Kind of hard to explain, but yeah, I actually really enjoy the game. It's one of my more favorite Yoshi games. I haven't played it a ton, but yeah, no, happy to get it. So I got that, the Game Boy Advance, and the last game, again, I already own it, but for the deal I couldn't pass it up, and that is Pokemon Crystal version. Again, pretty good shape. The battery works, so that's a nice bonus, and it was part of the bundle. So for the system and the 2 games, I paid $10 total. So I'm pretty sure the SP alone is worth 15 to 20. So the games are kind of a bonus. The Crystal game's worth a fair bit. Yoshi's, I'm not sure, maybe 5 to 10, but still, overall, for the 3 pieces for 10 bucks, I was more than happy to pick it up. So that was the second garage sale. And the final one I went to, they didn't really have much. They had a couple PlayStation 1s, but as mentioned, I'm already up to 3 or 4 PlayStation 1s, so I really didn't need any more. But there was a game there that caught my eye, Parasite Eve, and it's in good shape. It's got a 1998 collector's CD, Volume 1. Comes with demos of Xenogears, Bushido Blade 2, Musashi, Final Fantasy VIII. And yeah, so I got the bonus disc, the manual, and on the other side you got your 2 game discs. So everything's in good shape. It's black label, and yeah, Parasite Eve. I didn't have it. I'm really happy to add it to the PlayStation 1 collection, and I got it for $5. So I think it usually goes for 10 to 20-ish kind of thing. The second one is worth more, but I didn't have this one, so I was happy to pick it up, especially for $5. So yeah, Parasite Eve from a garage sale for $5. So alright, so those are my garage sale finds. Now I'll get into the stuff that I traded in for at the retro game store, as well as the stuff I picked up from an online classified ad. So alright, so first we'll get into the stuff that I traded for at the retro game store. There's 2 things. The first is something that my one cousin had when I was growing up, and I never had one growing up, but it's for the PlayStation 1, and the PlayStation 1 is one of my very top favorite systems, so I was really happy to see it. I'd never actually seen one before, so it was kind of cool, and because I was able to trade for it, it didn't really cost me anything other than doubles, so yeah. And that is Sony PlayStation 1 screen. Now, I already attached it to the system. It didn't come with the system, but as I just showed you, I got a system for cheap, for like $3. So, yeah. Now, it just kind of attaches to the back. As you can see, it just kind of adds on. There's just 2 screws there. And then, you just flip it up, and you can play your PlayStation 1. Now, you still need to attach it to the wall or some power source, but now you don't need to attach it to a TV. So, it's a neat novelty item. I don't know if I'd actually use it that much, because I have a PlayStation 1 attached to a big TV, so. But it is something pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure it was Intech, made a bunch of screens for like the PlayStation 1, GameCube, Xbox. They made a lot of screens for systems, but it's nice having the actual Sony brand for the PlayStation 1. So, yeah, it's got little speakers, the screen, and it just folds up and folds down. So, yeah. So, I'm just going to keep it like this, right attached to this one, because I already have one to the TV and one in the boxes. So, yeah. But I thought it was cool, and because it was a trade-in, it only cost me double, so more than happy to pick that up. So, yeah, Sony PlayStation 1 screen. Yeah. So, that was the first thing I traded for. Now, the second one I traded for is, well, I'll just show you. It's a Freedom Stick by Camerica. And the reason I picked this up, usually I only try to pick up boxed accessories that are made by like Nintendo or Sony or like actual, you know, the brand ones. But this one I picked up because it's in such good shape. It's like mint on the inside too. But what's kind of cool is it's wireless and it's compatible with Nintendo, Sega, Atari, and Commodore. So it's actually compatible with quite a few things. So, yeah. That's what the box looks like. And again, it didn't really cost me anything because it was on trade. I'll just quickly open it up, show you guys. There's the styrofoam inside. It's got the manual. The sensor is over here. The manual sensor. Then the actual stick itself is right here. It's a little bit dirty, so I can clean it up a bit, but for the most part, it works great. And it's kind of cool because it has several different ones it attaches to. It comes with a bunch of cords for all the different system hookups. And yeah, some are even still in the bag, so yeah. So I thought that was kind of a cool pickup. Like I said, I usually just go for the Nintendo brand or Sony brand official products. But I thought that this one looked too cool to pass up. And, you know, I'm a sucker for box stuff, so, yeah. The Freedom Stick by Camerica. Box complete. On trade. So, that is the stuff that I got on trade at my local retro game store. So the final thing that I picked up is from an online classified. I had posted an ad saying that I was looking for boxed Nintendo stuff, and I had the usual people that sent me messages how they had loose Atari stuff for like $100, and you know, just people trying to pawn whatever off on you. So, but I did have one lady that responded that I went and met up with, because she said she had a Nintendo 64 that was boxed, and she had 3 games, and that's all she really said. I tried to get more details from her, but I don't know, she didn't really work email that well, but anyway, because she said it was boxed, I just hoped that it wasn't one of the ones I had already. Now, I have a jungle green one boxed and an orange one boxed. So I kind of figured it'd probably just be a black one boxed, which I still needed for the collection, so I figured I'd meet up with her, see what she had, and yeah. So, first, one of the extras that she included is a Radio Shack RF adapter. I already have 2 of these. I have a Intech one, I think, and then the actual Nintendo brand one. I have it boxed. So, yeah, I probably won't be keeping that, but that's not a bad bonus. And it came with 3 games. 2 of them I have already, but 1 I needed. So, the one that I needed is Glover. I didn't have it, so it's nothing super special, but it's nice to add a game that I didn't have to the collection. So, picked up Glover. Wave Race. This one's really fun. If I didn't have it boxed already, I'd be keeping it. So, but yeah, really fun game. But Wave Race. And last but not least, Super Mario 64. So, again, one that I have, but it's always good to have a double to take into trade or, you know, whatever. So, yeah, Super Mario 64. So, those are the 3 games. So, the main thing I was after, though, is the boxed N64. Now, as mentioned, I already have 2 systems boxed, and I think I have 2 loose ones. So I really didn't need another N64, but I couldn't pass it up. It's in really good shape. Hopefully the camera kind of picks that up. And there's the back of it. And it is the black model N64, but it's the bundle that came with the atomic purple controller as a second part. So, yeah, I won't open it up because it's just your regular controller, but it's got the styrofoam, the manuals, the controller, all the cables, the console itself. It's fully complete and it's in good shape. So it was nice to see that they took care of it. So yeah, more than happy to add it. Probably the N64 and the PlayStation 1 are my two favorite systems. I like a lot of other systems pretty much just as much, but these are the two that I played most growing up, so they hold the biggest nostalgia factor for me. So I was more than happy to get another boxed one, especially a boxed version that I didn't have. So yeah, Nintendo 64 boxed complete with those 3 games plus the RF adapter, and I paid $50 for everything. So a little bit more than I'd like to spend, but boxed Nintendo 64s are getting quite expensive now. So I think $50 for the bundle isn't that bad. So yeah. So those are my pickups. Feel free to let me know what you think on the prices, what I got. You can let me know what you guys have been picking up. You can comment with whatever, really. So yeah. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll do a quick pan over everything just to show you one last time what I all got. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'm sure I'll see you with another video soon. So thanks, guys and gals, everyone. Thanks.